perfect 4-4 from the charity stripe. Kennesaw State undone by turnovers there that first half, though. 14 for Kennesaw State compared to just 7 for Gardner-Webb.
So we're back underway, and we'll see if Kennesaw State goes in and tries to get Vaitkute to pick up her third foul. That'd be a big moment for Kennesaw State. The ball rattles off a couple of shins, and it'll go back to Gardner-Webb. Vaitkute back into the game. We got basically our starting 5, and for Kennesaw State, Brandy Jones returns. She's got 2 fouls. So the people to watch, Vaitkute, Hudson, Dominique, and LaTroya Pope all with 2 fouls each for Gardner-Webb, and for Kennesaw State, it'll be Brandy Jones playing with a pair. Gideon tips it, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Kennesaw State will win it.
Yeah.
And hey, partner, we're looking at the stats here. I'm listening to that. Kennesaw State shooting almost 48% for the first half. They're a team that only shoots 30.7% on the year. They are out-kicking the coverage right now, right?
They are to an extent. They're going to have to keep that up in the second half, though. They've had a lot of easy looks. That's been part of the deal, though, for Kennesaw State. They've had really good looks to the basket. They've taken advantage when they've had those good looks.
Turnovers committed by both teams here. Kennesaw State will come back the other way. Gideon will be asked to take it in off the sideline here. 19 minutes, 9 seconds remain in the contest. Kennesaw State still clinging to a 27-25 lead. We've not scored after an entire minute of second half play.
And something you got to realize when you look at that shooting percentage is Gideon goes strong but can't get it to go, and Gardner-Webb loses the rebounds off some hands. But for Kennesaw State, they've been playing against some teams in the ACC. When you face 3 ACC teams, all of your percentages, when you're a team like Kennesaw State, are going to be a bit skewed.
Out of the game comes Kendra Brown, and I didn't quite see here.
Brianna Dillard back in.
So Kennesaw State defends against the inbound. Gardner-Webb defends against the inbounds. They give up on the 2-and-1, and the conversion at the other end is good. Credit the basket to Dominique Hudson. That's her 4th point of the game, and now the game is tied.
And her twin sister Monique with the assist. And you got to think, you think about in hockey, you got the Sedin twins up in Vancouver. One always seems to know where the other one is on the floor. That's kind of the same thing you saw there for Gardner-Webb.
Well, partner, they've been running that play and that scenario in their driveway for 20 years. Kennesaw State's three-pointer won't go, but Gideon gets the rebound. She's knocked around to touch. Nobody's coming to the basketball, and she needs help. Smith is hit hard. No foul called. Capellan will take the jump shot. Thought it was deflected.
I don't mind them letting him play. I think if they let him play, it's going to favor Kennesaw State.
And that foul's going to go against Dominique Hudson, and that's one of the 3 people I mentioned. That's Hudson's third. It's the team's first. Kennesaw State will bring the ball inbounds.
They've been struggling inbounding it so far tonight.
And let the struggles continue. That is one player winning the ball. It'll stay with Kennesaw State, but you got to credit Monique Hudson with some hustle there.
Now, Kennesaw State's going to have to inbound in the backcourt. I don't think the Lady Owls know exactly what they're doing. I think Coach Tilley, though, was over there trying to help out with Lisa and Angie, tell them exactly what he wants them to do.
Now, the board just put up a foul against Monique Hudson. I didn't see a foul called there.
There was not a foul on that.
That was just an out of bounds, am I right?
Yeah, that was just out of bounds.
Well, no. They put a team foul up there, too.
I see that, but that should not be up there. I don't know what the deal is with that.
All right, we'll get you the square on that. Capellan's shot won't go down.
Only one foul is showing on Gardner-Webb on the live stats. We're going to go with that.
Tie ball game, 27. Vaitkute gives it up for an uncontested 10-footer, and that's going to hit the bottom every day. That's a very unselfish look. LaTroya Pope hits her 6th point of the game, and the running Bulldogs reestablish the lead.
Yeah, Kennesaw State yet to score here in the second half. We've gone about 2.5 minutes now, and the Lady Owls have yet to dent the scoreboard.
The Owls in the midst of a scoring drought here, and a wild-looking give underneath the basket. It's completely disrespected. The Owls fight, and look at Gideon work hard. That's just plain heart and desire right there.
Good job by the Owls on the interior. If Gardner-Webb's not going to take advantage and snatch the rebound, keep knocking it away, maybe he can grab it.
Well, they go down low, and that's the inside-out game. The turnover. No, it'll stay with Gardner-Webb. Angie Smith thought she had the steal there. Pleads her case to referee Mary Day. Doesn't win it. Never hurts to try. Brianna Dillard to inbound.
I don't think she was going to change her mind.
No. They rarely do. Jump shot won't go down. Kennesaw State works the glass here, and that's going to be a foul, and that one will go against Monique Hudson. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they ring her up for her third or her second. Yeah, They've got her squarely with a second foul there.
That was Monique Hudson picking up the foul on that.
So they've
Not
got
Dominique.
her with
I think maybe we get a bit confused with Monique and Dominique there in that case. But now Christine Wiley is in for Kennesaw State.
Now this should be interesting. This is the first time we've seen Wiley play against a quality, taller opponent. It's a fun matchup to watch. Shot won't go down. And now Jones is going to pick up a cheap foul, and that's just a bad foul.
Yeah, that's a foul you can't afford. About 85 feet away from the basket. And
it's her third. She's going to have to come to the bench. And up off the bench comes Chelsea Farrar. She'll check in at the next TO.
It looks like it will probably be immediate timeout the way it's going as we tick down. 16:20 to go in the opening half, or the second half, excuse me. This Gardner-Webb takes the lead, 31-29.
LaTroya Pope scores her 8th point of the game. It's a 2-point lead for Gardner-Webb, and back and forth we go. The Owls had an 8-point lead in this thing, and good old-fashioned sloppy ball handling cost them. Here's the 3-point shot. It won't go down. No foul called. Holiday a little frustrated.
I still think if they let him play, it's going to favor Kennesaw State in the long run.
We shall see. We've got another 15 minutes, 50 seconds to play. London Bulldogs trying to extend their lead. There's the 17-footer from the wing, won't go down. Kennesaw State can't get there. Interior pass, and Vaitkute blocked.
Oh, wow.
And then Vaitkute, I think, committed a foul.
No, it just went off on her, but Wiley, wow, that is a great job by Christine. Getting up and getting the block, and everybody on the bench up to congratulate Christine.
That's as big a play as I've seen her make here. Now, just a freshman.
No pun intended.
Of course. Just a freshman here all the way from Australia, and I got to ask you, partner, did you go on that recruiting trip?
I did not have the opportunity to go on that recruiting trip, unfortunately. You know, I don't know if she was even, if anyone even went down to Australia to recruit her. I think they saw her on tape, like what they saw. I mean, they knew she was going to be a project, and I don't mean that as anything, a slight against her, but she was very raw coming here. She's still very raw. You can tell just looking at her, she looks like a freshman. She needs to spend some time in the weight room, really develop the muscular sense to her skeleton, and